Did you know Americans lose more than $20 billion every single year to auto repair scams? Mechanics rely on the fact that most people don't know their tricks, but that ends today. I'm exposing 15 shocking scams repair shops use to drain your wallet. And stick with me until the end, because I'll reveal one hidden code on your repair invoice that instantly tells you if you're being scammed. Let's start with one of the most dangerous cons out there, something that could literally cost you your life. Scam number 15. Fake airbag replacements after accidents. You've probably heard this one after a crash. Don't worry, your airbags have been replaced. But in reality, some shady mechanics charge you thousands for airbags they never install. Instead, they'll stuff the compartment with trash or tape the covers shut. An NPR investigation found 255 fatal crashes where airbags were missing. In one heartbreaking case, a mother in Houston died because a mechanic shoved a used, already deployed airbag back inside her car, leaving her completely unprotected. And the problem is massive. The National Insurance Crime Bureau says 50,000 airbags are stolen every year, feeding a dangerous black market. Just in 2024, U.S. Customs seized nearly 500 counterfeit airbags, which was 10 times higher than the year before. Here's how you protect yourself. Always ask for proper documentation that shows genuine manufacturer part numbers, and then have a trusted mechanic verify the installation. With airbags, shortcuts aren't just scams, they're deadly. Scam number 14. Hostage towing after accidents. You've just been in a crash. You're shaken up. Out of nowhere, a tow truck appears. The driver says, "We'll take care of it." What they don't tell you is they're not with your insurance company or the police. These are rogue operators who troll accident scenes, grab your car without permission, and haul it away. Once they've got it, you're stuck. Pay outrageous fees or agree to overpriced repairs, or you won't get your car back. In California, 16 people were arrested for running this exact scam, pulling in over $200,000. One woman in Sydney even had to report her car stolen just to track it down. To protect yourself, always call your insurer or auto club for approved towing. Never sign blank forms, and if a random tow truck shows up too quickly, assume they're not there by accident. Scam number 13. The fake oil leak trick. Ever had a mechanic point under your hood and say, "Looks like you've got a nasty oil leak, she'll wreck your engine if you don't fix it now"? Be careful. That leak might not even exist. Some dishonest mechanics actually carry little bottles of oil or fluid and splash it on your engine parts to fake a leak. One former mechanic even admitted, "We used to do this all the time." Fake leaks were easy money. Suddenly, you're paying hundreds for repairs you never needed. How do you beat this scam? Simple. Tell them to wipe it clean in front of you and restart the engine. If it's real, the leak will come back. If not, you just caught them red-handed. A fake leak won't reappear. Honest mechanics even use UV dye tests, not just mysteriously smeared oil. So remember, if the leak vanishes, your trust in that mechanic should vanish too. Before we move on, hit that subscribe button if you'd rather outsmart shady repair shops than get upsold on things you never asked for. Around here, we make car repairs make sense, and the truth is always free. Scam. #12. The sensor or wire disconnection trick. Ever had a mechanic say, "Your check engine light just came on, it's serious," right after a simple inspection? Be careful. Some shady techs actually unplug sensors or loosen wires just to trigger warning lights or engine misfires. Then they charge you hundreds to fix the problem they caused. An ex-mechanic, known as the BMW Doctor, admitted that dishonest garages purposely disconnect ignition coils or sensors to scare customers unfamiliar with car tech. Once that warning light pops up, panic sets in, and people approve costly repairs after you pay. They simply reconnect the part. 5 minutes of work, billed as a major fix. Protect yourself by asking to see exactly what's broken before you agree to repairs. Even better, invest in a simple OBD2 scanner. You can buy one for cheap. Honest mechanics will gladly show you real issues. Dishonest ones hide behind their tricks. You can spot a shady mechanic by what they touch. But the next scam? It's about what they sell you without even lifting a wrench. Scam number 11. Selling used tires as new. These tires are brand new. Look at that tread. Sounds convincing, right? But here's the ugly truth. Some shops disguise old worn-out tires as brand new. How do they do it? Shady dealers use tricks like regrooving, legally cutting deeper grooves into bald tires to fake fresh tread. According to TireAgent.com, this weakens the tire walls, making blowouts at high speeds more likely. Others paint tires glossy black to hide cracks, dry rot, or dangerous wear. Investigations by Car and Driver found scammers carving fake mold marks and even removing wear indicators. Some new tires being sold were nearly a decade old. Here's how to protect yourself. Always check the .date code stamped on the tire sidewall. Real new tires should usually be manufactured within the past year. And if the tread patterns look inconsistent or strangely smooth, walk away. Scam. #10. The windshield replacement insurance trap. Ever had someone approach you in a parking lot and say, "Hey, you've got a chip on your windshield? A Steen here wheel. Fix it free. Plus, we'll give you a $100 gift card." Sounds great. But it's actually an expensive insurance scam. Here's how it works. They hand you an assignment of benefits form. Once you sign, you've unknowingly given them control over your insurance claim. They'll replace your windshield, sometimes unnecessarily or with poor workmanship, and then bill your insurance company outrageous amounts. In Florida, windshield lawsuits skyrocketed from about 400 in 2006 to nearly 35,000 by 2019. Because of this scheme, you may think it's harmless since you're not paying up front. But these inflated claims drive up everyone's premiums. Protect yourself by never signing paperwork from unsolicited windshield repair offers. If your glass really needs work, go through your insurance provider or a trusted shop directly. The next scam doesn't come from a broken part. It comes from a script. And trust me, mechanics who use it know every line by heart. Scam number 9. The engine flush and additive upsell. Ever had a mechanic warn you during a routine oil change? Your engine's got sludge buildup. You need an engine flush right now, or it could destroy your motor. Sounds urgent, but here's the truth. It's mostly a high-profit scare tactic. Modern engine oils already contain detergents designed to prevent sludge buildup. For most cars, flushes are completely unnecessary. Yet, quick lube shops love selling them, charging anywhere from $100 to $200 for something your car doesn't need. Worse, flushing an engine can actually stir up debris and cause the very damage they claim to prevent. And those miracle oil additives promising more mileage and power. Experts call them exactly what they are: snake oil, beyond regular oil changes. With quality oil, they do absolutely nothing measurable for your engine. Scam number 8. The low-cost service bait and switch. Oil change for just $19.99. Looks like the perfect deal, right? But watch out, that's bait. The real scam is the switch. Shops lure you in with ultra-cheap specials just to get your car on their lift. Then suddenly, they discover urgent problems: bad brakes, dangerous leaks, worn parts you must replace right now. In the UK, garages have been caught failing cars on purpose after cheap inspections, turning a $35 test into $500 bills. And in California, 22 Midas shops were sued for bait-and-switch brake specials, $79 jobs. That ballooned into $200 nightmares. How do you protect yourself? Always demand clear proof of any so-called issue. If the price looks too good to be true, it's because they plan to make their money elsewhere. Scam. #7. Inflated labor times and double billing. Ever looked at a repair bill and thought, there's no way it took that long? You might be right. Here's the trick. Shady shops bill you separately for tasks that overlap. For example, replacing an alternator might take 2 hours, and changing a serpentine belt might take 1, done together. An honest shop charges about 2.5 hours total. But dishonest garages hit you with the full 3 padding the bill by charging for the same. Labor twice. Reader's Digest has called this one of the most common auto ripoffs. The fix. Always ask for a written estimate with labor hours clearly. List it, then cross-check it online or even with another shop. If you spot overlapping charges, call them out. You're paying for real repairs, not their vacation fund. Scam number 6. Charging for free. Warranty and recall repairs. This one's sneaky and it happens more than you think. Imagine this. A dealer tells you, your fuel pump's shot. That'll be $500. But later, you find out it was covered under a recall the whole time. By law, recall repairs must be done for free on vehicles up to 15 years old. Yet some dealerships ignore this, billing clueless drivers to pad their profits. Don't let them. Before paying for major repairs, always check your car's VIN on the official recall database. If it's covered, you shouldn't pay a dime. One Subaru owner even shared on Reddit how she had to push back multiple times against a dealer trying to charge her for repairs clearly covered under warranty. In the end, she saved herself hundreds of dollars. Protect yourself by always asking directly, is this covered under warranty or recall? Use your VIN on the NHTSA website to instantly check active recalls. And if you've already paid for something that should have been free, many manufacturers will reimburse you. That was about paying for something that should have been free. But this next one, you're paying just to get your own car back. Scam. #5. The locksmith and car lockout scam. Ever seen those ads online? Car unlock, just $30? When you're stranded, it sounds like a lifesaver. But in reality, it could cost you hundreds. Here's how it works. Scam locksmiths flood Google with fake local listings offering impossibly low prices. But when they arrive, your simple lockout suddenly becomes complicated. They'll claim your car has special locks, or worse, say it requires drilling. The Better Business Bureau calls this a nationwide swindle with thousands of complaints. These fake locksmiths often damage your lock on purpose, then hike the price to $200 or more. Some even hold your keys hostage until you pay. Protect yourself by sticking to roadside assistance or keeping the number of a trusted locksmith saved in your phone. Always ask up front for their exact location and legal business name. Real locksmiths are transparent. Scammers dodge those questions. And if they start multiplying prices or insisting on drilling, show them the door. Scam number 4. Charging for repairs that were never done. Ever paid for a repair only to find your car still has the exact same problem days later? You're not alone. Some dishonest shops purposely misdiagnose or only half-fix the issue, so you're forced to come back handing them more money each time. A veteran mechanic told Twisted Sifter that shady shops often swap out something minor, like an oxygen sensor, knowing full well it won't fix your check engine light. When the warning returns, they'll claim you now need a big-ticket part like a catalytic converter. One woman in Georgia lost $3,000 this way, paying for van repairs she later discovered were never even performed. Protect yourself by demanding clear explanations up front, always getting a written estimate, and seeking second opinions if problems persist. Remember, multiple expensive failures rarely happen overnight. If you're being asked to pay twice, question everything before we get to the big reveal at the end. Here's one that preys on the only number most people actually check when buying a used car. Scam number 3. The odometer rollback. Ever looked at a used car and thought, well, only 80,000 miles. Practically new. But what if the real mileage was 200,000? Dishonest dealers and shady mechanics can roll back digital odometers with cheap software, instantly inflating a car's value. Carfax reports more than 2 million vehicles in the U.S. currently have rolled back odometers, costing drivers over $1 billion a year. One unlucky buyer in Illinois paid top dollar for what he thought was an 80,000-mile car, only to later learn it actually had 200,000 miles and serious hidden problems. Protect yourself. Always check a vehicle history report. Verify mileage against service records and have a trusted mechanic inspect before you buy. If the numbers don't match, the deal's a scam. Scam number 2. Catalytic converter theft by mechanics. You've got a missing catalytic converter. Must have been stolen. Scary, right? But here's the nightmare twist. Sometimes the thief is your own mechanic. Catalytic converter thefts have skyrocketed by over 1,200% since 2019, thanks to precious metals like rhodium, worth nearly $10,000 an ounce. And while street thieves are a huge problem, some dishonest mechanics exploit the trend and undercover sting in loss. Angeles exposed this scam. 8 mechanics were arrested for secretly removing converters during routine repairs, then charging customers up to $2,400 for fake replacements. Protect yourself by always demanding visual proof before you approve a costly repair, and insist the old part be returned. It's your legal right. If a mechanic suddenly claims your converter is missing or damaged, slow down, get a second opinion, and don't let fear push you into their trap. Scam number 1. Fake brake repairs. You're lucky you came in today. Your brakes are dangerously worn. Sounds terrifying, but in many cases, your brakes are just fine. An NBC News hidden camera investigation tested 9 repair shops. 6 recommended completely unnecessary brake work, with quotes soaring past $800. And in a CBC undercover test in Canada, 7 out of 10 mechanics tried the same trick even when the cars had brand new brakes. How do they do it? With scare tactics. They'll use phrases like "your brakes could fail at any time" or point to harmless brake dust as proof of danger. Protect yourself by asking to see the brake pads measured right in front of you. If they still have 4 to 5 millimeters left, you've got thousands of safe miles remaining, and when in doubt, always get a second opinion. It could save you hundreds now. For the hidden mechanics code I promised at the start, if you ever see vague words like MISC or shop supplies on your invoice without clear details, alarm bells should go off. Consumer experts confirm these mystery charges are the #1 red flag you're being scammed. Always demand an itemized breakdown. Or better yet, find a shop that doesn't hide behind vague codes in the first place. And that's how mechanics try to rip you off.